Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to catch you up on the project I got last week, the J10 Honcho truck that I picked up down in central Utah. So let's go over to the Quonset shop and I'll show you where we're at with that. Alright, here it is. Since I brought it in the other day, I needed to put some wheels and tires on it. I just happen to have some 35s and some nice new white powder coated wheels, so I figured what the heck, I'll use these. So got a nice set of 35s on it now. All the tires hold air. Cleaned it up a little bit inside, put in a new battery. And then what I did the other day is I tried to get it going. It doesn't have, it's got a lot of bad fuel in the tank. The fuel pump was plugged up, so I've cleaned the lines there, put some fuel in it. But the carburetor that was on it was an Edelbrock. The Edelbrock that was on it was not in very good shape. So I ordered a Holley Truck Avenger, 670 Truck Avenger. I put one of these on my CJ7 with the Chevy 350, and I really like the response to it. Don't have much experience with them. Seems to run pretty good. I didn't have any problem with my CJ7 down at Sand Hollow, but I also didn't get to drive it very much because I had a lot of problems with clutch and overheating and all that stuff, but that's for another video. So yeah, I went and I got another one of these to put on this 401 to see what that will do. I think it responds really well, so anybody that has any experience or any comments, please add your comments. I'd love to hear your experience with them. The other thing I discovered was the distributor was not doing its job very good. So yeah, I didn't have any spark. It has a Mallory ignition that I took out. No spark from the coil. Here's the carburetor that was on it, Edelbrock 4710 or something like that. Anyway, so I'm waiting for an HEI distributor to put on there and run it that way. I've got a new set of plugs, new set of wires, and we'll put a HEI on it and get the Truck Avenger hooked up and see how things go from there. Still a little bit dirty. Haven't had a chance to clean it off yet. Need to get the pressure washer on it, but I wanted to get the holes covered back up that I took apart. Anyway, so coming along. It's a project. I think it's going to be a blast to drive. I can't wait to drive it around. Yeah. All right. So we're just waiting for parts on that. So we'll see what happens. Today we're working on the 77 Jeep Honcho truck. I did finally get some parts for it. HEI distributor, new fuel pump. So just to bring you up to speed as to what's been going on. So I got the HEI put in, checked all the plugs, put some new wires on. I set the timing to the top. I also got a Holley Truck Avenger 670 to put on in place of the Edelbrock carb. So we're going to give that a try. On this side, yeah, so I still got some wiring to do for the HEI. And I got the winch off the front that wasn't working. Just got to get its wires buttoned up so they don't touch anything. Cleaned out the inside a little bit, got it ready to see if we could drive. Found kind of a CJ bikini top, and I just put a bikini top rail on there just to keep the rain out. Been getting a little bit of rain here recently, so anyway, so I'm gonna keep working on getting the fuel pump ready to go, and then we'll give it a try. See if we can get it started. Okay, we're underneath here getting the hoses and stuff finished up. I just thought I would put this under here and kind of show you what we're doing. So here's the new fuel pump. This is a 4 to 7 Edelbrock pump. I put some new lines in here, cut this one off a bit so that it fit a little better. I'll go ahead and hook this up. With a heat shrink connector, and then put one in for the ground. And then we'll zip tie everything up so that it's nice and snug and contained. Don't have any wires hanging down or anything that can get snagged on anything or get burned by this muffler that's right here. That's always a concern. So this red wire goes to the key switch, so when it's turned on, it will when the key's turned on, the pump starts. A little bit easier that way. Bolt here for the ground screw, snug down, and I'll get the heat shrink or the heat gun on that so I can make sure that that's not going to get corroded, and I'll show you when we're finished. Okay, here's our setup. Pump wires all tucked up underneath there, away from the muffler. Good hoses, goes up that way. Finish tacking them up or zip tying them up that way, but this is ready to go down here. All right, so I know some people like to use tape, electrician's tape. This whole loom is different, or kind of messed up because of the fact there's no fender flares. So we're just gonna zip tie it up, especially the red one, which is our fuel line, or our fuel pump power. Just kind of zip tie this together right here and keep things out of the way. I'll probably build a box or something to go over this, keep the mud and the dirt, sand off of it. So right now we're just going to zip tie this up kind of like that, so that things are out of the way, and like so. Alright, you'll also see this one here. This goes to the headlights in the front. I'm just gonna zip tie it here under this brake line for right now. I just want to get things a little more secure right now, so I don't have to worry about cutting anything or melting anything down that gets in the exhaust. So here's the rest of the fuel setup. Return line, feed line. I like using these two lined filters. AMC built their fuel system this way for a reason. I found things work really a lot better if you continue to use their system and run that return line. This carburetor only uses about 6 psi. The pump is between 4 and 7. So it should be about right. So anything excess is going to come back into here and feed back into the tank. I just got to look up, find out where in this wiring harness the choke line is. Should be a power choke in here somewhere. Still got a few wires. I have no idea what they go to. We'll just tuck them out of the way for right now, and I'll find power for the choke and run a new line over for that, because this carburetor has electric choke. One step closer. If you notice, I'm outside today, just outside of the one shop, but I'm dealing with some old fuel coming out of this beast. So I think I've got everything out of the tank, got all that cleared out. So work on finding that wire, and then we'll be that much closer to firing it up. Okay, so yesterday, working on the J10 Honcho, I was not able to get it started. The fuel pump that I bought wouldn't pump the thing. Defective parts, go figure. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has encountered that, but you buy a new part and it doesn't work. I did find, however, that the fuel sender had a crack in it. Somebody had done some repairs on it here, so I ordered a new fuel sender, a new sock to go on the end. The hoses were kind of rotted out on the top, so it probably wasn't a bad thing. I found that there were still a few more problems with the fuel system, so I'm kind of waiting on parts for that. I guess until we get the parts, we're kind of stuck on that project. We're back on the J10 today. Finally got the right parts. I was able to finally get the fuel pump, got that put in basically the same way I showed before. I had to get a new float and sending unit, screen, and new lines to the fuel tank. Plus I cleaned it all out again. Came out here, so I've got it reconnected. I don't have the throttle connected, but I have the hoses there. I got the battery charging, the distributors in place. So I'm gonna give it a try and see what happens here. Maybe the starter is not too happy, so I may have to look into changing that. But the Holly Truck Avenger seems to be working properly. Not noticing any leaks. Might be idling a tad high. Yeah, it runs. That's great. I'm excited. All I gotta do now is get the throttle hooked up, so I got control that way. Get a few more wires kind of buttoned up. See if I can find a tachometer for it. Check the timing.